Greetings everyone, I am RSV. So, are you prepared for Kvaris yet? Well, here are all the things that you should do before the patch starts, so that way you can jump in, get your gear, put your augments on, and be ready to go. Why am I doing this video so early? Because we have been giving the captain. The captain drops the mastery augment, and the mastery augment has dropped in price nearly 70% because of the introduction of captain. And mastery 4, because of this, is now a lot more obtainable. And I highly suggest getting at least 10 of these mastery augments for at least a weapon somewhere down the line. Maybe not Evil Eclipse, but the series after it. And speaking of Evil Eclipse, make sure you get all of your Kvaris expedition tickets as soon as possible so you do not forget. But what other augments should you be getting in preparation for Kvaris, and what should we expect in terms of augments? Well, of course, I don't need to mention getting Addy Deft augments in order if you haven't already, sooner rather than later, again, because they will continue to go up in price, especially on launch day, so keep that in mind. And here's where it gets a little complicated. We have the Deft Fused augment, Alt Sequitur free, Red Keeper free. Any one of these could get an upgraded version in Kvaris. I still recommend getting at least 2 of these, however. And an upgraded augment version also applies to the next series of augments I'll talk about in this video, though it might not necessarily be the same augment. However, you should choose 2 of these. Why 2 of these? Because it is likely that you'll want to make a set without an Addy augment. You might even decide to put Mastery 3 on instead of Mastery 4 for that set. Part of the reason why is that we will need to build a set for a certain zone if that zone is a farming zone that we want to actually be in. The effect of this zone is to have a dot that can be mitigated by an augment, and so to survive effectively in that zone, you will need the augment to be in that zone. This is why having excess augments, especially augments that are throwaway augments, is important in this case, because then we can make a unit set and weapon set that is ready for that particular encounter. Keep in mind we will be able to get augments from the Kvaris region itself, however. And finally, I'm just going to talk briefly about the Gigas and Soul augments. Make sure you get them, make sure you have them, make sure you have them ready to go. Ideally, you want a full playset of these at least. So 4 for the Addy augments and 40 for the other augments, that way that you can put them onto your augments without issue. So really my advice is play the game, get the augments, especially get the randomite in case they pull a fast one on us and require a huge resource dump into the new series in the form of photon chunks, or they surprise us in some other way that uses a lot of resources because they are dropping the randomite, and that is a huge resource dump that they're going to have to remove from us somehow. And finally, if you can, just get as much Meseta as possible. Meseta is useful for a lot of things, mixing up augment deficiencies included, and of course there is always buying outfits on that one you do. And well, if you want Meseta, Captain is the best way to farm it at the moment. But what are you gonna do to prepare for the Kvaris update? Are you gonna be like me and just play Terraria and only farm seldomly, not wanting to burn out of Pso2? Or are you gonna go ham until the patch comes out and then go ham after the patch comes out as well? Let me know down in the comments, and I've been RSV, I'll see you next time.